and a lot of it.
And for someone who hasn't gotten on stage yet, how would you recommend someone goes about it? Overcoming that fear.
Of not bombing.
Well,
I think preparation.
a lot of people listen to the podcast and they've never been on stage, but they want to, but
Yep,
there's X, Y, and Z reasons why they haven't.
for sure. I think just preparation. Like the more you prepare, the more you've gone in front of a mirror, the more you've practiced without a group, the more you've said your material to yourself, you know your material, you know what's like. I think that's what helps you get over that fear if you've never been on stage. But if you're doing stand up and you've not gone up yet, the work that you do before you actually go up is just as important. The feeling of bombing obviously is a natural fear that people aren't going to laugh at you or people aren't going to react. And that's a part of the process. But if you prepare before the time rather than, and there's a school of thought that that I've heard people just say, yo, just go up there and just say stuff for 5 minutes as your first open mic so then you know what the feeling's like. And then there's a school of thought that says prepare as much as possible, whatever amount of hours before you go up. I'm probably more in the camp of prepare as much as possible before you go up, mainly because I think just going improv, saying words, and just thinking that the stuff that's coming out of your mouth is funny. I've tried that before, and that felt terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whereas when I prepared and I bombed, I didn't bomb all the way through. I bombed at stuff that people just didn't like, but there's some stuff that was funny.
Yeah. My first time I had like a set and I rehearsed it relentlessly. And I think what really helped me is I booked a date. I think once I had a date on the calendar that
Yeah.
it could be next week, it could be next month, but it's like once I had a date on the calendar, then it's like okay, I now have accountability that on this date I am going to perform stand up for the first time. So now I need to do as much as possible to prepare for that set. And I think
Yeah.
that's what really helped is having that deadline.
Yeah. That's a good one. I mean, I think a date gets you a destination. And then if you're committed to it and you're committed to that date, then it's just what do you do beforehand? But definitely, yeah, I think, you know, do yeah, set a date. I think that's a really good like just hearty rule of just setting a goal and going to go out and meet that goal.
Yeah, so wherever you are, Google your city and like open mic, or Google your region or area and open mic. And this could be comedy open mic, this could be music open mic, could be poetry open mic. I performed at karaoke before.
Mhm.
Um, so just like Google a place where you can go perform for your first time, set the date, set the deadline, and then just prepare as much as possible. Write out a set that you think is going to be good,
Yep.
rehearse it a lot, go on stage, and check it off your bucket list.
Yeah. The
Yeah, the
first
Imre said he prepped for 8 months before getting on stage. Like, so
yeah. I think I wrote for a year before I got on stage. I wrote for a year and then took a class, and that's when I got on stage. But I was writing when I was interested, like, oh, maybe I should do this. And the stuff I was writing was like, I had no structure. I didn't read anything. I was just like, let me just write what I think is funny. And then once I got the class is what helped me get more structure and figure out joke structures. Um, and so that's what helped me for sure.
kaboom. Well, hope that helps there, fam. Hope that helps you there, Say. And we have classes to help you with that structure, of course, at hotbreathmedia.com.
Boom,
Ba-ba-ba-bam.
boom.
And we're here for you as well.